The top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee released an email that seems certain to add to the controversy around Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server. In the newly released email, former Secretary of State Colin Powell advised Mrs. Clinton on how to get around federal record-keeping laws. Fox News Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen joins us. James, what's this all about?
Britt, great to be with you. It now appears that Hillary Clinton was more accurate in what she told the FBI about Colin Powell's advice to her than Powell was when he complained to People magazine last month that aides to the Democratic presidential nominee were trying to pin her email troubles on him. An email exchange from January 2009, when Clinton was preparing to assume the job of America's top diplomat, shows she reached out to Powell for advice on how, quote-unquote, berry addicts like us, meaning users of BlackBerry devices, could circumvent the rules and use them in secure areas of the State Department where diplomatic security forbids them. Powell responded at length, describing his use of a personal computer hooked up to a private phone line at his house, quote, without going through the State Department's servers. The former chairman of the Joint Chiefs ridiculed as nonsense warnings he received from security personnel about how easily foreign spies could hack into the signals of personal devices. But he also offered Clinton this warning, quote, if it is public that you have a BlackBerry and it is government and you are using it, government or not, to do business, it may become an official record and subject to the law. Be very careful. I got around it all by not saying much and not using systems that captured the data.
We believe we are doing a better job at onboarding, out-processing senior officials so that they understand the constraints and the rules and the regulations surrounding use of personal email versus official.
Do you believe Secretary Powell acted improperly?
I'm not going to make that judgment.
The State Department's Inspector General found in May, however, that Powell, while not using a personal server as Clinton did, destroyed his work emails instead of turning them over when he left state. Today, Powell said in a statement he wasn't trying to influence Clinton, just explained to her what he had done to, quote, transform the department's information system. One fascinating detail about the Clinton-Powell correspondence is that while Mrs. Clinton signed off with all the best Hillary, the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs signed off, Britt, with love Colin.
Oh, my goodness. I hadn't heard that. That's really interesting. All right, so to what extent, at least on this count, does this help Hillary Clinton to look like what she was doing was kind of normal?
Well, it certainly shows that she wasn't the first Secretary of State to use a private email to conduct official business, that she wasn't the first to off-site her electronics. But still, there are so many false statements by Hillary Clinton about her email practices, and identified as such by the FBI director, that this is probably just a small drop in the ocean.
James, thank you.